Hey guys, so I'm in university right now, and I started yesterday. Was my second day of classes, and I'm gonna study after this because I have to, because I already have homework and a test on Friday, and it's like crazy, and I'm freaking out. Oh my god, I have to study so much. Okay. Anyway, I thought I'd do Top 5 Wednesday because I've heard about it and I watched some booktubers that do Top 5 Wednesday. So I wanted to try it out. And yeah, as you guys can see, I'm kind of in a new space. This is my dorm room for university. And yeah, so not very bookish, but I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so for number 5... I would say that, like, my favorite thing about BookTube is discovering new books, because whenever I watch somebody talking about a book series, I see somebody else talking about this book series, and then another person talking about this book series, and I'm like, okay, maybe this is a good series, maybe I should check this out. Like, before I started watching BookTube, like, in, like, May or June, I'm not sure, I had no idea never heard of the Throne of Glass series. So I read that in the summer, the first book anyway, and I really enjoyed it. It was quite good. I would have never picked that book up if I didn't start watching BookTube, which is pretty awesome. There's a couple other books I never would have read, probably like Eleanor and Park, which I loved, and just all these books I see all the time that are like, I've never heard of that book, but that sounds amazing. I want to read that. So yeah, number 4, I'd say 4, would be just like the motivation, because I don't know, but like, whenever I see people talk about like books that they've read and how much they've enjoyed these books, and the fact that, oh my god, this person read 10 books in a month, whoa, that's mind-blowing. Like, I could never do that, and then it just makes me motivated to want to read more books, and that's awesome, because motivation is helpful when you actually want to read stuff, but like, you don't actually want to read, because, you know, there's sometimes you want to read, but you don't want to read at the same time. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Yeah, so BookTube is big motivation, I think, just watching other people and being like, yeah, this person's enjoying reading. I'm also going to enjoy reading. I should read now. Anyway, yep. And number 3 for me, I think, would be hearing other people's opinions, because, you know, you can read the cover of a book or whatever and the description and like get the gist of what it's going to be about, but I feel like until you actually hear someone say like, oh, that was a good book, I like that book, or like, you know, I gave that 4 or 5 stars or whatever, like, then you actually have something like, okay, there might be something to this book, I might actually read this, instead of being like, I don't know. Or like, if you hear about a book and it's like, it sounds really cool, but then someone is like, I read this book, like, but it sucked, and then you're like a bit more like, oh, maybe not, maybe I won't spend my time reading this book, I might more likely find to not like than a different book. And just like, I feel like hearing other people's opinions is really cool, especially like sometimes people will have different opinions that I have, and so then that's cool too. And just like, why do you think that way? Because in the moment sometimes, like, why do you like this character, or why do you hate this character? Like, I don't understand what, like, or like, I love this story, how do you not love this story? Or like, I hated that book, how do you like that book? But it's still kind of like, okay, cool. Yeah, I guess, okay, so number 2, I think, for me, would be like all the book marathons, like the Booktubeathon, and all, like, I know there's other ones, but I did the Booktubeathon this year, and that was like the first book marathon that I ever did, and it was so much fun, especially with all like the Twitter sprints and like, you know, the contest and the daily videos and stuff like that I took part in. And I read 2 books in a week, which is more than I would ever normally read, and I was pretty proud of that. I was like, that's pretty sweet, because even in the summer it was taking me like 4 days to read one book, and I got a book read in 2 days that would normally have taken me 4 days to read, and I was like, I'm so happy about that. But then it took me the rest of the week to read another book, but anyway, I still read 2 books in a week, but that's pretty good. Yeah, so I think the last thing that I really like, so number one thing I really like about BookTube is the interaction. I feel like the community is really great in BookTube. Like, I felt it, especially during the BookTubeathon, because everybody was, like, so supportive and commenting on videos. Like, I got a couple of comments on videos, and I've never really gotten many comments before. I've never gotten really many views, which kind of sucks, because, I mean, if you're doing YouTube, most of the time you do want people to see what you're putting out there. But, I don't know, I started, like, getting some views, which was sweet, and, like, talking to people, or, like, commenting back and forth with people, or, like, you know, subscribing to new YouTubers and stuff like that, because they commented on my video, and then I was like, oh, I'll check them out, and I commented on their video, and, like, it's just, like, it's a big circle, it's a big community, it's all good, it's all very fun. But, yeah, BookTube is awesome. I love BookTube. BookTube's my favorite part of YouTube now, and it's, like, about the only thing I watch on YouTube now. I watch a couple other things, but, like, BookTube's where it's at. So, yeah, anyway, I have to go study. I will probably, hopefully, do more Top 5 Wednesdays in the future. This is the first Top 5 Wednesday I've ever done. I think I will put the Goodreads link in the box below so that you guys can check out Top 5 Wednesdays. If you've never done Top 5 Wednesdays, I would encourage it, because it's quite interesting, I think, watching people do the Top 5 Wednesdays, and there's a new topic every week, so that's really cool. Yeah, anyway, I will see you guys later. Peace.